pull my gun out on my kids since this and that. Well, you know, telling us that, like, the fuck you telling us you pulled a gun out on your kids for? You sound like a fucking psychopath. That's what I wanted to tell her. She was talking about some, she blacked out. I'm like, yeah, you must have had blacked out if you pulled the gun out on your kids. Like, you know, like, I'm like, what the fuck you telling me this for? Like, to think she's, like, trying to make it seem like that she big dog or some shit. Give a fuck about you telling me about you pulling the gun out on a kid. I don't fucking, like, that shit doesn't scare me. You know what I mean? That shit doesn't scare me. If she thought she was trying to intimidate me, that shit didn't intimidate me at all. I don't give a fuck about her telling me about what the fuck she did. You know, and maybe that's why they always fighting her, to defend themselves. They probably felt like their life was threatened. The fuck out of here with that shit. I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, you know, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I gotta take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm late on this story, but I figured better late than never. I wanted to cover it really quickly. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I see that it's pretty much split 50-50 with half the country supporting this girl and half the country going against her. I'm more on the support on this side, admittedly, and it's a horrible tragedy that's happened. Not saying it's right what happened. I'm saying I understand. Somebody who's had more than 50 jobs, actual W-2 jobs, and has dealt with disrespect everywhere, y'all need to stop and be careful who y'all playing with. Like, I don't know who y'all think that y'all are out in this world or what kind of world that you're living in, but people are on edge right now. And people aren't about to play with you when you play with their children, when you play with their money, and when you play with their lives. You see, a lot of y'all talk crazy and have gotten, like, comfortable talking crazy off or online. And so you think that when it comes to offline real transactions, because you're in a position of power like a manager, can't tell you how many managers have talked crazy to me, you think that that's somehow going to protect you like this online computer screen anonymous server will, and that's just not the case. You see, some people are really on edge and they're really about to snap, and you people are so disrespectful that you might become the next one that they snap on. I can't tell you how many people and how many jobs I've had where there's one person that just seemed like they really wanted to get snapped on. And guess what? Sometimes I snapped on that person, and I paid for it. I've quit. I've lost most jobs that I've ever applied to and worked at, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I can't deal with most people at these jobs. People are shisty, fake managers, for whatever reason, live to make your life more difficult. I don't know why. How can a company benefit when the employees are constantly driven to a negative equity? Doesn't make sense to me, but these are the people that are responsible for managing the companies, and the companies are responsible for putting the positions of power and giving them to these people. So obviously, they're all in the same cahoots. Most jobs you work, you can't even make enough to pay your rent. So when your hours get cut like this young lady's did, you're going to end up becoming homeless. Well, there's no point in working if I'm going to end up being homeless, which is kind of why I stopped working to begin with. So if I want to end up losing this job anyways, I might as well try and build something for myself in the meantime that I can live and eat off of that nobody can take away from me. People don't realize that we've given bullies society. We've given protection to bullies. And if you decide to admonish the bully or punch the bully in the face, you'll go to detention, in-school suspension, or jail. The bully has the same protection and rights that you do now because they're equal and they're humans. They deserve due process and due justice and due trial and fair trials and things of that nature. When back in the day, it used to be a lot more simple. You talk crazy to me, you face the consequences, and people understood. It's not like that anymore. You're expected to just eat shit and be pissed on and be told that it's raining, and if you don't believe that, then there's something wrong with you. Then you're the narcissist, you're the lunatic. So many people are calling this young lady a lunatic. She should have quit her job and gotten another job and done this and done that. She was already on TikTok trying to make money and go viral. She was already doing music and things of that nature. She was trying to make herself offline a lot more popular online, right? She was putting in the work, and I see that. But I'm a content creator, and I'm able to see things from a different perspective, which is why I have people that follow me and that like to listen to the words that I say. she was trying to go through those routes by getting by through a job at McDonald's. But I can't tell you how many horrible experiences at McDonald's I've had. I've worked there. I cussed a chick out. I cussed a chick all the way out, called her B word from the head to the tip of her toes, and I made her think about her entire existence that night before I walked out. And guess what? Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody tried to defend this girl. Nobody tried to interrupt for her. Nobody said anything. You know why? Because it was the truth. It was the truth. It was the truth, and I have too smart of a mouth, and she couldn't say anything back. So she just stared and looked at me, got upset, became embarrassed, and I said, have a great night. And I walked and quit, and I never went back. You know why? Because it's McDonald's, and what am I going to really ruin my life that much over McDonald's for? Well, some people don't really care, and their lives already are ruined. And on top of that, people still are playing with them. People still try them. Yeah, you're going to start seeing a lot more people snap in 2025 and beyond, because y'all don't seem to really understand that not everybody out here, is doing good. Not everybody out here is ready to play with you like you want to play with them. Some of us really are on that type of time. And we give warnings, and we give fair shots, and we give chances and opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and still society in general thinks you play. Well, go ahead, keep poking the bear. Keep poking the bear. But when that mofo rips your face clean off of its jaws, I hope that you remembered that at some point or another, the bear does bite back.